Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 2 decks of cards for this reading today. I'm going to bring in the Divine Masculine and Agony by Pleadian Healer. I'm also going to bring the messages from the masculine to the feminine by Enchanting, Empress of Light, Oracle and Tarot. And this is a gorgeous deck based around the film, The Queen of the Damned, the book The Queen of the Damned by Anne Rice. And it's just gorgeous how it's got all the pictures of Lestat and Jessie and Akasha in here. But it also connects with karmic energies. And I did connect within the early reading today that they are seen beyond their karmic cycle. They're seen beyond what they're currently in and they are breaking free from that. And I definitely feel if the karmic partner is being angry and triggered and trying to manipulate, they are seen through that right now. So if you're dealing with that, make sure you check out the early reading. And I'm going to bring in these 2 decks and they give me a block in the throat. So I do feel they're wising up to things and they are going to communicate this to you. So let's shuffle and see what's going on. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What do they want to say to you today? What do they want you to know? What are they in agony about? What are they going through? I am feeling as well, a lot of them are dealing with stomach issues. So if they are experiencing that, it's because they're digesting information, usually information they're not liking or things they know they need to change and it's scary to them. So if you're experiencing stomach issues, that's the reason why. And what else do they want you to know today? They give me a little bit of fear. Yeah, a little bit of fear coming through. So only 2 cards out of that deck there and the card moving on top of the deck as well. So the first message is, being in love can hurt so much, especially when I'm not with that one special person that I want to be with, and that's you. So what they're saying is it's really hurting them right now because they're in love with you and they can't be with you. Now they can be with you. It's their ego holding them back or their circumstances or lessons that you're both learning, but they feel like you're out of reach in some way. And they're saying it's really hurting me and that's why being in love can hurt so much. Now, this can also be because they've sabotaged this and held themselves back. So they're making it a lot harder than it actually needs to be. Because being in love, it doesn't need to hurt. Obviously, the twin flame journey hurts because of all the growth involved and all the lessons. But when we evolve beyond the pain or look past the pain, then we recognise why we go through it. So it doesn't hurt the same way. We understand why it's happening. So I feel what they are saying here is, it hurts to be in love with you because I'm not with you. I'm not with you and you are that one special person that I want to be with. And that's driving them crazy. It's making them hate themselves and it's putting them into an agony. So they're in agony, which is like deep writhing pain. And that's emotional pain as well as stomach pain I'm feeling, but emotional pain because they want you, they're craving you, they're desiring you, and you're not there. And they're recognizing that I am in love with you and being in love hurts. So they're kind of associating being in love with pain, and that can be another reason why they are distracting themselves, burying their head in the sand or trying to pretend it's not happening because they don't want to feel this pain. I'm struggling to form a sentence or think a straight thought. All I can think about is the pain I've caused you and the one I'm feeling right now. So what they're really saying is, I've caused you pain and I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that being in love with me has hurt you. And I'm sorry that being in love with you has hurt me. And I'm struggling to form a sentence or think straight. So they are wanting to communicate to you, to form sentences in a message to send to you or to actually think a thought to say to you, but they're struggling because all they keep thinking about is the painful times or the painful things or the painful words. And this is a very deep, dark depth because they're going through these feelings to harness these emotions. And this is also what they're doing during the karmic cycle. Now it also says, and the one I am feeling right now. Now, what I'm also feeling is they're also feeling pain about the karmic partner or the karmic situation. So it says the person or the one I'm feeling right now. Now, that doesn't mean they are touching them right now or, feeling them right now. It means they are aware that they don't want to cause people pain because they are not a bad person and they are feeling like they are one. So they're saying, I don't want to cause you pain. I don't want to cause anyone pain. I just want to be able to get clear about what I need to do. So again, this is another reason why they can need space, because they are processing this. But I feel when they're saying to you here, I can't even put a sentence together. They're struggling to find the words to say. They're struggling to put that message together because they don't want to cause you any more pain. They want to do it right. And I would do anything to be with you again. So they will fight for this love, and they will do what they need to do to be with you again. They intend to. They're just trying to work it out and get their head together. I would do anything for you to be with you again. Why? Because they're in love with you. Even though it's causing pain, it's hurting them more not being with you. At night time, I dread being alone. Now, some of them really hate being alone. So if they are single, for example, they don't like being alone. So if they are single, but perhaps they do date other people, it's because they don't like being alone. It's a way they are trying to handle their fear of being alone. And that can be an abandonment wound. It could be something really deep from childhood that they are healing. Doesn't mean they want to be around other people. It means they may feel they need to because they feel afraid of being by themselves, and that's something they have to heal. Even if they are surrounded by people, they still feel alone. So even if they are in a bed next to someone in their life, they feel alone because they don't feel connected to that person. So they might as well be alone. They might as well be single for all the good that connection does them. But what they're really afraid of is about being alone with their thoughts and fears, because at night, when there's no distractions or there's nothing going on to stop them from thinking or overthinking, that's when they start thinking about everything. I can't lie to myself at night. I can't lie to myself anymore when I'm alone with my thoughts. So whether it's at night time when they actually get into bed, or when they've been to work and closed the door and they're winding down, those thoughts drive them crazy. And some of them may have to turn, or feel they have to turn. They don't need to turn to anything, but they may feel they need to turn to alcohol or other things to deal with that. Or they may feel they're constantly socialising or going out, because I've got two things coming through. The first one is if they are single, they're either sitting around moping about everything and spending a lot of time in isolation, and that's driving them crazy, and they could be drinking alcohol there, they could be going over things, they could be addicted to things, or they have a party lifestyle where they're going out constantly to try and distract themselves from their own thoughts and fears, but also because they don't like being alone. Or if they're in a karmic situation, obviously they don't want to really be around that person because it makes them feel bad for everything they're doing. They're saying, I hate the feeling, so I hate the feeling of always carrying so much responsibility. It feels like a burden. So again, there is responsibilities there, especially if they're in a karmic cycle. They feel responsible perhaps for money or family or children or the bills or whatever it is they're doing, the home. They feel these burdens and they're carrying them around and they want to release them. And they've had enough. They've had enough of feeling pressured or feeling like everything's on top of them. And I feel a lot of the karmic people also add more things on. So there's more things they've got to take care of. There's more things they can't get out of. So I feel that the karmic people are wise to these, the masculines wanting to leave. So they are piling more pressure on them. So they're piling pressure on. And, so, this could also be work pressure. Because if you're thinking, well, they are single, it could be work pressure. I have so much responsibility, especially if they are a workaholic or they spend a lot of time at work or they've got their own business, or maybe it's not even their job. It could be they've just created a lot of chaos around the home that they need to clean up, which could be DIY projects or things they're doing in the garden or on a car or something they're doing on the side. It could be some side business. And it all feels like a burden and it's getting them down. So they are struggling with this. They're saying, I've ended some friendships because I refuse to listen to their lies about you. I realise they just don't want to see me happy. So they may have confided in someone and they've started lying to them about you, or perhaps because they don't want them to give up this party lifestyle, or they don't want to see them happy because the friends they're around may not be happy themselves. Because remember, hurt people. So if they are around misery, misery loves company. So the miserable people that are around, or the people who have got their own struggles, they don't want your person to be free or to be with you, because they'll take them away from that. So I feel this could also be karmic friendships, because it's not always about karmic partner causing problems, because I am getting this message coming through where some of them are single, but they are partying with people or spending time with friends or dealing with things, and they're not listening anymore. And this isn't necessarily about you directly. They may have no clue who you are as a person and, where you live and what your name is, but they may be trying to say, oh no, do this, continue doing this, continue doing that, because they're trying to keep your masculine in this, circle or spiral of pain or partying or whatever they're doing. So take that how it resonates with you. And I feel this could also about, the karmic partner perhaps saying certain things, especially if they know about you. I miss our late night talk. So whether you talk to each other at night through text or email, or you have conversations, or maybe you're on social media, they are missing that. So if they've pulled their energy back and they haven't been communicating with you, they're missing you, especially at night. Remember, that's when they're alone with their thoughts and their feelings. I miss our late night talks and cuddling, and they're saying confiding as well, confiding in each other about things, sharing intimate time and moments, even pictures. But they're saying, I miss cuddling with you in bed. Do you miss it too? So for those of you who've spent time together intimately, whether it's been making love, or you've held each other in bed, or you've spent time together, or maybe you've been in a relationship with them before, they are missing those moments. And it doesn't matter whether they're in their bed alone or they're with someone else there, they're missing you. So I'm getting this real energy of nighttime, in bed, thinking about you, craving you, wanting you. And they're saying, I love kissing you and I fantasize about making love to you. So they're definitely thinking about you in a romantic way. They're missing kissing you, kissing your lips, kissing your body, fantasizing about being with you, fantasizing about making love to you, cuddling with you. So it's not just about the love making or being together in an intimate way. It's also about the sensual side. It's about holding each other. It's about talking at night. It's about talks in bed, pillow talk, and spending time together. And that's really coming through strong. And especially because they dream about falling asleep on your chest, or you falling asleep on their chest, because it's very nurturing. And I do feel they're very attracted to this area as well, and they want you. And it doesn't matter whether you are a guy or a gal, whether you wear, nice, underclothes, or you've just got, if you're a guy and you've got like a really, good chest, like you go to the gym, or, you're feeling buff, they just love your body. So I feel they love you, they're thinking about you, they're fantasizing about you, and they're missing you. So the real message today is, no matter what the circumstances are, they are really struggling with being away from you, and they're struggling to form a sentence to tell you that too. And it's because there's a lot of burden around them, a lot of struggle, but they want you to know whatever's going on with them, whatever responsibilities they have, whatever the obligations are, whatever's in the way, they would do anything to be with you again, and they intend to. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.